because you're willing to walk away, you're willing to go against the grain and go against the standard, and you are a free bird. You cannot be caged. People know that you can do better all by yourself. You can do bad all by yourself, even though you never do bad, and that is why people love to stick around. There's a lot of people knowing that they have to open themselves up and be vulnerable to you, pile number one, and that's what makes you so irresistible. Okay, so thank you so much. We're gonna start with the reading. I have 6 piles. We have pile number one, the music enjoy. How irresistible are you? Pile number two, adventure south. How irresistible are you? Pile number three, expansion north. How irresistible are you? We have silence, the snow. How irresistible are you? And we have the equator. How irresistible are you? And then we have the outer core for how irresistible are you? Okay. So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so back to number one. So you're irresistible upon number one because you put a trance on these people. You a straight cut. You straight to the edge. You don't play games. Like, let's get this out. How irresistible is my pawn number one? How irresistible is my pawn number one? Oh my goodness, yeah, you are willing to like leave. You're willing to like leave people where they're at. You appreciate the simple things in life, you appreciate the small things in life. And honestly, like, you're irresistible because you know how to have a lot of fun. People love having fun with you. They love drinking with you. They love talking to you, getting to know your deepest, darkest secrets. It's like they don't want you to leave after they find out something that, was crazy, something that one night you might have done when you were in college or when you were with your friends and you went out and you like maybe got hit on a bar by some chick or some dude, and like basically they're just like infatuated with this idea of seeing this side of you that makes them kind of like step out of the box and be someone different. What makes you so irresistible is because people see a part of themselves in you that they want to be, that they almost wish that they had the courage to be. It's as if you are so naked, so real, so raw, so passionate. It's as if your life is a movie. So as it is playing, you are literally being like in the forefront of your movie. You are the main character. You're irresistible because you say the things and do the things that many people can't. Okay? You say the things and do the things that people can't. So when you say something that might be controversial, a lot of people might attack another person for saying it, but when you say it, they get a whole nother perspective because they feel like they never understood it in that way before, in that light, because you come like it's just your aura is different. Okay, what makes pile number one so irresistible? This is really interesting. Like, yeah, so what makes you so irresistible? You dress really nice. I mean, you know how to make a scene. You really know how to make a scene. Look at her. She's like whispering sweet nothings in his ear, talking about all the fun that they had. And it's just like people really enjoy how you're able to set up a scene. It's as if you're the main character, so they're a part of your movie and they get to experience all of the crazy and amazing things that you do. And this is why like you're such a magnet for luck, because these people want to join you 444 on this movie that you're playing out in your life. And they feel like every time that they're with you, it's romantic. It's so irresistible. You're so irresistible because every single time this person and these people are with you, it's romantic. It just feels So romantic. It just smells so good. It feels like home. You heal these people with your words. And it's because you've been through so much. You've been trampled on by so much, and they see it. They see it, and it's like they want to come, they want to pick you up, they want to protect you, or they want to like dominate you. Like, I don't know why. It's like, it is the truth. Like, I'm really seeing a lot of like this whole leaving. So it's kind of like you dissociated. What's so irresistible about you is that you've dissociated the person that you used to be to the person that you're now. It's almost as if you're a whole nother person. Like, you are not who you were. You have learned to embrace the inner child within you, but you also are exactly who you are supposed to be. Okay, you're not the person that you were last week. You're not the person that you were last year. And people can assume that you are that person because you've grown so much and people see it and people understand. Yeah, it's almost as if you've gotten higher in your like spiritual learnings. Like, people feel like you cut them off so easily. Like, honestly, you cutting these soul ties are why you're so irresistible. And they wonder, they're like, dang, like, how is this person such a catch, yet they're able to just cut so many people off? Like, are they a man eater? Like, you're not a man eater. If anything, a lot of people, they couldn't handle the amount of loyalty that you have to offer and you had to give. So I'm definitely seeing that, like, I'm getting Kendrick Lamar loyalty. So it's definitely about like being loyal. Loyalty is the number one thing. And it's like, F it. Like, you've learned that you don't have to be humble, but you like, you want to be humble. You used to be a very humble person, but you've learned that it's okay to flaunt your beauty around because at least you know you're beautiful. Like, in a world where people feel like they're ugly, or people feel like, they have to have certain body standards, it's like you're learning to love yourself every morning, or you could be in the process of learning to love yourself every morning. And this is like increasing your overall beauty by telling yourself that you're beautiful, by telling yourself that you deserve to be happy. And this is what creates this like this enigma. You are an enigma because you could be an artist, you could be a dancer, you could be in the entertainment industry, something that derives from that, and it is what gives you this confidence. Okay, so that has been your reading, pile number one. Let's get to pile number two. What makes you irresistible? Oh my goodness. Okay, so pile number two, what makes you so irresistible? Your mind. You are so intellectual. You are like, you know so much information. I mean, you're like a freaking dictionary. People feel like you're a master storyteller. You have all these theories, all of these like conspiracies, I want to say, but like it's only because it's like a taboo, but it's like you're almost a taboo. That's why you're irresistible. Like, you're irresistible because you are a taboo to many people. Many people feel like you're something that like can't be tamed, because it's like they honestly don't want to tame you because you're such a beautiful quote unquote creature. Like, I'm definitely getting, what makes you irresistible is you know how to give people their space and let them breathe, and it makes them miss you even more. you know you always know how to look the part, whether it's the first or last time someone sees you. So basically, pile number two, what makes you so irresistible is that the last time people see you, or the last time that people have talked to you, you were looking, or you looked so good. You looked so good the last time that they talked to you. Whoever these people are, the last time that they got a glance at you, you looked so good. You always make a statement. You always leave them wanting more. You look good. You always you do something at the end of the conversation that just makes them come back to you safely. It's like you're not worried. She's not worried because she knows that she's getting exactly what she paid for. Exactly what she paid for. This like entire like worshiping. It's like this person's trying to worship your like body. I'm getting what makes you irresistible is that you're just very free. You're free spirited. You have so much self love that these people want to love you because you take a lot of care. Like you care for your body a lot. Like you see her in the bath just relaxing, and he's just like, excuse me, bending to her knees. So it's like a lot of people want to take care of you. That's why you're irresistible. You're irresistible because maybe you look like the perfect, like you look like the catch. You are the catch. And look at him coming back, healing. See, after he came back, he left because he's gonna come right back. And it's just showing you the cycle. These people cannot get you out of their minds. That is why you are so irresistible. People kind of love how, I mean, I don't, are you jealous or are they jealous? Okay, it's like people get jealous of not being with you, or they feel like if you were with someone else they couldn't handle it, and they'd be really jealous if someone was like flirting with you in front of them, or giving them compliments, or like telling you how sexy your hair looked pushed back. Like it's like someone was trying to entice you in front of them, and they realized that they were a little bit more jealous than they thought that they were. Like this person actually wound up understanding that they are jealous of other people hitting on you, or are jealous of other people giving you the attention because they want you all for themselves. That's how irresistible you are. Like you are, I'm not gonna say like a trophy, but you are, I feel like a, like I'm not gonna say prize to be won. It's like, or like a conquest, but to the wrong guy or to the wrong person, you could be considered that, because people could feel like, once they have you, now they can just like exploit you. Like I don't want to say that, but it's like now that they can have you, they can like exploit you and get like whatever secrets you have hidden within you, because you have like the freaking biggest jackpot within your brain. Like your brain is like Morse code. Your brain is like the PS4, the PS5, okay? How NASA was using the PS5. Like that's literally your brain. That's how irresistible you are. Irresistible because you put a spell on people intellectually. Like it's not even a real spell. It's more like a mind fuck, like a brain fuck. Like you literally give people this brain fog, and you just like ask these far out questions, and you really make people question their own selves, and it makes them want to evolve with you. So you're really challenging these people sexually, physically, mentally. Like it's really interesting. Okay, so that has been your reading. Pile number 2. Let's go to pile number 3. What makes you so irresistible? Like what? That's so cool. We got some superpowers over here. So we got pile number 3, north expansion. So you really could be going to your north node. So what makes you so irresistible? You put people in their place. You could be a leader, you could be very dominant, or you could receive a lot of opportunities. And it's like you put people in the right place. When people meet you, you always help them find the right direction. Even unconsciously, if you don't know it, you are putting these people in the right direction towards their lives and who they want to be, what they want to do, what they want to achieve. So you're irresistible because you inspire these people to want to be better. You inspire these people to want to see themselves as better, want to see themselves as like they can achieve and they can live the life that they've always dreamed of. Like people need to get it out their heads that they can't be happy and live the life that they want to live because it's possible, you know? Oh, So again, what makes you so irresistible? Like, you, again, like, I'm getting a whole back to pile number two, a prize to be won type of thing. Like, you are, it's kind of like this status. Like, you are something and someone that is highly revered. People are celebrating you and your success. Anytime you have success, you always have a lot of people who enjoy your, like, people love your happiness. Your happiness does something to people. It heals people. You're healing people, and there are a lot of other people who are not happy with your, like, healing. Okay? So you're irresistible because you never age. You just don't. Like, you age very slowly. You could have a really extremely nice backside. I'm talking about a badunkadunk, right? And it's just like, look at her. Like, she's just like flaunting it, but she's flaunting it in her room. Like, she's not at all like, she doesn't feel insecure. And that's what people love about you. They feel like they love that you're not insecure about your shadow and your light side. Like, it's almost as if you're like, you show, you understand your shadow and your light, your yin and your yang, your masculine and feminine energy. This is like a group that is like really like, emotional intelligence is high, and it's just like, you know where you're going, even if you feel like you don't sometimes. There's just a lot that you've seen, a lot that you noticed. What makes you so irresistible is that people don't know how you wake up looking so freaking good. Like, people don't realize, like, how can you freaking wake up every freaking morning coming out looking good? Like, like, I think they really upset that you're coming outside looking good. Like, they're mad. Like, I don't even want to say that. It's like they're interested. They're intrigued. It's because you're so enticing. It's like, did you cry or did you laugh, or like, why do you have that? Like, why does she have that handkerchief in her eye? It's like you're meant for like higher things. You're, yeah, you're very dominant. People feel like you're very dominant. Like, you have this like dominant presence. Like, when people see you, you're the first person that they look at. You are the first person that catches their attention when you walk in the building. Like, Daenerys Targaryen, she did not play. So you have that like dragon spirit. You could like have a dragon spirit around you. And it's just like, you are so fiery, you're so passionate when people really get to see who you are. And it is a force to be reckoned with. You show your truth, you heal people with this freedom, with this beauty, with this like confidence in like your sexuality and your like darkness. Like, you aren't a dark individual, but you understand, that there can't be light without dark. So there are going to be hard times as well as really good times. And people really tried to play. People really like, they try to act like they're not into you when they are obsessed with you. Like, when people are going to sleep, they're dreaming about you. They're dreaming about you in their bed. They're dreaming about you in their dreams. They're dreaming about you being with them, like, on the couch while they're watching Netflix. They're just like dreaming about you. And they're like, half of these people that are dreaming about you, they're not even, they're all talk and they're not the walk. You see how he's behind the theater performance? It's like, if he was really about his job, he would be out there giving a show just like the other actors. But no, he's trying to get some play with one of the girls back there. And there's another woman that can see. And she's like, look, I'm trying to get on this production, like, get caught up with the picture. It's like, you're irresistible because you don't let people take your focus away from whatever um, you want to achieve. It's so freaking, oh my goodness, it's so irresistible. You're like Laura Croft. It's like you're so independent, so fiery. You can go anywhere you want to go. You don't. have any baggage. Like, if you had baggage in the past, that's what I'm seeing. If there were a lot of people, a lot of soul ties in the past, what's irresistible is that a lot of these people, they cannot have you, and they see that you are happier alone without them. Like, you have healed your freaking, like, your base chakra, your root chakra. You're healing your root chakra, the garden at the top of the world. You are out of this like mindset of just like, it seems as if these people used to try to play with you sexually in the past a lot, and now they can't have you, and they just want you so bad. They dream of you, marrying you, being with you, wondering like what type of dreams you're having. What makes you so irresistible? You are like a star-crossed lover of many people, and they feel like they feel like you're their star-crossed lover. They feel like you are their true north. You are where they're meant to be. You're someone that stands alone, if not with others, and you're fine with it. And you've been through a lot of dark, sexually dark things, physically dark things, and you have still managed to be a boss, a badass, a good looking mama jamma. Like, you look so good, and they can't believe it. They're like, dang, like, I'm not saying you've had 100 bodies. I'm not saying that you like ran the block. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is that you don't look like it, even if you were like that, okay? And they're they're seeing it, okay? So that has been your reading pod number 3. That is so cool. You are like a freaking leader. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, let's go to pile number 4. We have silent snow. So this is like my pile. I'm really feeling this card. I feel like what makes you so irresistible is that you are so hard to read. 2 2 2 2 2 4 6 8. So again, you are so hard to read. You were the kid in class that everybody talked about behind their back, and they made these stories up. Oh, did you hear about where he came from? Did you hear that his parents got eaten by like a whole bunch of tiger sharks? Like, these people made situations out of situations about you and told other people, and now it's like a whole town, a whole city is talking about who you are, and it was never who you are. So nobody really knows who you are. And now when you get the chance to finally speak up and say you're part of the story, it's just like, damn, that is a bad ass cold ass bitch. Like, like that is like all of like that is like when they're listening to what you're saying, they're like, dang, like that was freaking inspirational. Like, that was so inspiring. Like, you're the type of person that will say something and people will just be dead silent because they're in contemplation of either how sexy you said it, how attractive and mature you are, how calm and serene and graceful and poised of a person you are. It's like they can see that you've been through some storms. So maybe you have a mark on your body, you could have a scar, you could have tattoos, you could have piercings, you could have a story that just shows. It could be something from on your hair. And it's just like when these people see you, they feel like they become enlightened. They become enlightened, like you automatically enlighten people. What's so irresistible about you, again, is that mystery. People don't know what they're gonna find going down the path with you. You are a mystery. Like, it is so, it's so sexual, but it's so like cabin fever. It's like, oh my gosh, we go on a vacation, we get an Airbnb, we we decide that, oh shoot, oh crap, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah, exactly. So it's like people, What's so irresistible about you is that you bring these beginnings to people. You open their eyes, you enlighten them, and it's like the way that you enlighten them turns them on to the point where like they just have to like keep coming for more and more. And you're so irresistible because you do something with your hair, like when you're outside, something about the air. You could be like driving and put your hair outside the car, and then they look at you while you're driving. They think, oh my gosh, it's so sexy. Like the way that she pushed her hair back, the way that they just had their like head out the window, and I could smell her perfume. I could smell his cologne. It just smells so good while we were in the car, and they brush shoulders with you, and then they drop you off at your house, and next thing you know, when they get home and they take their shirt off and they smell their wrist, they notice that it's your cologne and your perfume, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's them. Like what, like what the heck. This is a sentimental ass person. Like these people, it's like these people had a blockage. They really did. They really did have a blockage on their heart, on their love, on who they are. And because you're so silent, because it's like silence breaks everything down. You know, you attract who you are, what you are, and if you are attracting emotionally closed off people and you're an empath and you are not that type of person, it's because you have a superpower. And what makes you irresistible is that you're able to turn the passion around. Okay? These people are passionate about you. They are so passionate about you. It's like if a person has never cried around you, it's only because they don't want to seem like, if it's a guy, he's cried. He's just so like, he don't want to show you how freaking madly in love with you he is. Like someone is allowing themselves to accept love for the first time. I'm hearing you open the door to love. You are so irresistible because you are like, people find you to be like the best first love ever. Like look at that. You're so comforting. They want to start a home, they want to start a family. This could relate to pile number one. Pile number one had a fireplace in it, and it's like you just set that space, you set that ambiance, you make people want to have a family. Like you give people this perspective in life that there's so much bigger in the world waiting for them. You know, everything is a season. And when they see you in the season, and whether they meet you at a bar, whether they meet you at a pub, whether they meet you on the road, at the coffee shop, at the grocery store, let me tell you something. When they see you, they're like, dang, like you coming into the store, the shop with the snow all in your clothes, and you just taking off your jacket, and they're just like looking at you while they're drinking their coffee, and they're just like, oh my goodness, do you see those curves? Like, do you see that body? Do you see that outfit? Do you see that hair? Like they're just looking at the details of you, and it might seem like it's like physical. It's all physical, but it's not physical. It's like they're just so mesmerized by you because it's almost as if they've known you before. You know? It's almost as if they've known you. They feel like they know you. And they feel like you know them. Okay. What makes pile number what makes my pile so irresistible? Look at that. That is so beautiful. Like you again with the home. You see that? The home. It's like a house is not a home if no one's there. This person feels like if you're not in their home, if you're not there, it's not a home. You are their home. So what makes you so irresistible is that people literally want to buy you a home. They want to buy you a house, they want to buy you a home, they want to like have the American dream with you. Whether you can afford it, or you couldn't afford it, or you can't afford it, or you can afford it now. This person wants it with you. They want to bake delicious strawberry decadence. They want to make syrups and chocolates and meringues and pies and custards and scones and croissants. And they want to have like some like naughty like apron play. Like, you see how she's like not, she's barely wearing anything. Like, they're barely wearing anything, they're only wearing aprons. So this person feels so free around you. They feel like they can walk around naked without like your judgment, and you can do the same. So it's almost as if like you make people extra comfortable. People are so comforted by your energy. You know, the snow is like a time, you know, it's a downtime when you relax. You know, you contemplate. You allow a lot of like reflection to just happen, and you take in like your year, everything that you're going through, what you've been through. And I see this bunny, and I'm really noticing that there's a part of you that's still there, that is like that naivety, that youthfulness, that curiosity. It's like you're Alice in Wonderland. It's like you've come out of the illusion. You've changed in the night. You've realized that all that time that you spent in those like in those seasons, and people feel like all those times that they spent in those seasons where they were never getting what they wanted, when they came across you, it was like you just brought everything that they could have ever wanted. You illuminated. You illuminated and you opened their heart. You opened their solar plexus. You boosted their confidence. You boosted their creativity. You boosted their love for self. Like, you are such an amazing person for this. You're giving people high self-esteem. And this might make you feel bad if you feel like people have taken a lot of your esteem. But what I'm seeing is that, let's see, what makes pile number 4 so irresistible? Yeah, exactly. So your body, definitely, because we have physical connection, the sacred union of bodies. So again, just wanting to jump on it, like take you to parks. You deserve to be, this person is saying they deserve to be like taken out, treated, spoiled to the max. I'm hearing shopping spree. They really want to give you a shopping spree. They want to, they could have made like a high purchase in the past for you, and they want to do this again. I'm also saying that divine timing, a serendipitous event. So something is coming. Something is coming. Oh, something is coming in the future. Something is coming in the future. So that has been your reading, pile number 4. Okay, what makes you so irresistible? Has that is my reading. I love that. Okay, that was beautiful. Let's go to pile number 5. Okay, so pile number 5, we have the equator to make equal. Oh my goodness. To make equal. So I'm kind of seeing like, okay, I'm kind of getting split personality. This is like a whole nother pile. Like, either I'm getting like split personality, I'm kind of getting like doppelganger, or like this could be a situation with twin flame, like whatever. Put it in either box, whether it's like split personality, doppelganger, or twin flame. There were two halves split apart. Like, it was one that was completely like dynamic together, and it was just completely split apart. Okay, so someone has literally been ripped apart from their like original self, or who they were originally supposed to be. And it's like these people see two people in you. So what makes you so irresistible is like you have two, like you're two people in one. Like you are actually two people. Like I know it sounds crazy, but we actually we have the right brain and the left brain, right? And the right brain is different than the left brain, and the right brain communicates differently than the left brain. And it's like there's a video on YouTube, and it's like there are two people living in you, in your brain. There's a video on YouTube. Search it up. There are two people living within you. Okay, watch that video, and it will explain what I mean with this. Okay, the truth. They're seeing it when they go to sleep with you. When they go to sleep with you, they see you as a whole nother person. Okay, you could be a trickster, you could be like really flirtatious, like extra exotic, extra spontaneous, extra. You would just like, oh my goodness, like you just whisper these things and like you get this person rolling. But when this person wakes up with you in the morning, when this person wakes up and sees you in the morning, they can't believe that you were the person that they saw last night. Okay? Like I said, you are a whole nother person in the morning and night. There are two people literally within you. Maybe it was split apart and it got put back together, and now it's this complete like sexy like hot mama jamma, like complete sophistication versus complete rebellion, glamorous, poised, ratchet, ghetto. So it's kind of like you have a mix of both, or it could be like dark grunge, melancholy. You know, you could have a cynical side, you could be a little bit pessimistic, or that could be a second side of you, you know, your shadow side. But whatever this is, it's very attractive. Okay, this person can't read you because of that. Because they feel like you are literally two people and they're behind your back, not telling you this. And maybe they walked away because they realized that they fell in love with two people. Maybe they walked away because they realized that you were two people in one body, and you're like so hard to handle because it's like so it's two of you. It's literally two of you, and this person can't like they can't fathom falling in love with you because you are two people in one, and they get the best of both worlds. And so every time they think about you being with someone else, they're like, damn, like they know you're thinking about them, but they always wonder like what does your other self want? Is your other self trying to like play them? Trying to play them, like what the heck? Yeah, this person is not going to let you go. This person is willing to compromise and, you know, deal with this extremely sexy side of you and this extremely graceful yet poised side of you. I'm seeing like you are so irresistible because you are two in one. Like you are two in one. Whatever it is, and whatever like you finish the sentence. You are two in one in blank. Whether it's doppelganger, split personality, twin flame, or you finish the sentence, okay? You are two in one in blank, and this person is having it, okay? They're like, look, we can do whatever you want to do as long as I can have you. And they're gonna spoil you like champagne, pink rosé, and you're just so indulgent. It's like it's a gift and a curse because you guys go so well together, but it's like this person, it's almost as if they like one side of you more than the other. Oh. So this person is not telling you this, but these two parts that there's one part of you that they feel like is like secretly like against them, and then they feel like there's one part that they just like have to have because it's like, oh my gosh, like that is everything. That is my dream boy, that is my dream girl, that is my dream husband, that is my dream wife, like that is mine. They're literally saying that is mine. Yep. We have the rooster, so you know what that means, early in the morning. So you could, this person could really like who you are during the day, and during the nighttime you get just frisky, like you just turn it up, you turn it up. Yeah, you definitely turn it up during the nighttime because look, the sun is setting, she's looking she's looking at the sun setting. Oh my gosh, look. She's looking at the sun setting while she's about to do her like, she's about to get it in, okay? And it's like during the nighttime. See? She's getting it in during the nighttime. She's like, okay, I'm ready. She's just not playing. And it's like he's trusting you. Well, he's trusting this. Like he's trusting that what he sees is every single part of you, you know? He trusts that you can control this side. So it's like what makes you so irresistible is like you have a superpower. Like there's something about you having a superpower. It's like a double-edged sword. And it's like Dragon Ball Z, when you're almost like when you're leveling up, and it's like he's just hoping that you can control it, because he can't control, like he or she can't control, like this person can't control themselves when they're around you, especially at night. And so it's like they're hoping that you can control this, because if you're two people, like at least one of you have to be responsible. Like what? This is like weird. I can't. I just can't. Okay. Okay, so this has been your reading, pile number 5. We're gonna go to pile number 6 because this is a very specific message, and I don't know if this is for everyone. Okay. I have never had a reading like that in my life. Okay. Okay, so let's go to my last pile, number 6. This is so beautiful. Outer core, fluidity. Okay, what makes you so irresistible? So let's figure out what makes you so irresistible. I'm kind of getting this like Aphrodite. So definitely lover of dance. Love. People could feel like you're kind of like, they love your hair, they love your body, they love your curves, they love your fluidity, they love your generosity. Okay, wait. What makes pile number 6 irresistible? Oh my gosh. What the heck? Okay, what makes pile number 6 irresistible? Yeah, you are someone that, oh my goodness. Oh, what makes you so irresistible? Again, it's all this like nakedness. Like you give, like you're very like powerful. Again, you're very powerful, and you're like people feel like you know how to channel. I'm getting like what makes you irresistible. People can't stop dreaming about you. They can't stop dreaming about your backside. They can't stop dreaming about something that you did to them during a night, like, or just like a date. Maybe you said something during a date. Maybe you had a one night stand during a date, and they feel like you being okay with having one night stands is kind of sexy. So you could be someone that looks like they don't have one night stands, but they do have one night stands, and they find that really sexy. So I'm also getting like, because you're like having these one night stands, they feel like you're very you're, you know, you protect yourself, you use safe sex, you're very like safe, and you trust yourself and you love yourself. You're like a girl boss slash like boy boss, and They just really want to hold that down because they know that you love yourself, you take really good care of yourself, you go, you work out, you're like a health freak sometimes, so you always have like, even if you eat wrong for the like next 2 weeks, you always like try to do better and just like get that body a little bit more in shape. You see that? It's like you're getting that body in shape and you're just like working on your charisma, you're working on being witty while you're working on your art, and you're just appreciating who you are. And they love that. Like they love how creative you are. Yeah, they really love your creativity. It's like something about your nakedness sparks creativity, something about um a virgin. And it's like being a virgin is not just about like not having sex, because another meaning of virgin is actually just owning yourself, owning your own body, you know, being the owner of your body. That is what a virgin is. It's owning who you are. So I'm definitely seeing that these people see you as a virgin. They feel like you're kind of like untouchable. You're so like hard to get. You're top 10, like you're 10. You are a 10 to these people, and they feel like you're always teasing. You're always like, oh my gosh, why is this? You're always teasing, you're always playing around and having fun, and then they have to go to sleep and dream about you teasing them, and they have to dream about you like looking so good and sexy, and like maybe you stay up if this is like your spouse or this your lover and you live with them. Maybe you go to sleep a little bit after them, and like when you're walking into the bed, they're just like still sleeping, and then you're just like looking a little like extra sexy going into the bed, and next thing you know, 30 minutes in, they're just coming to cuddle with you, and you're like, I thought you were in bed, you were sleeping like for the past 2 hours. Why did they like come up and cuddle next to you? It's because they ready, like they're ready to like do you see her? Okay. And do you see this guy? He can't get her off his mind. And she knows that. It's like she is very, she's like demanding his attention, but like not in a way where she's like, oh yeah, I need you. She's like, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to live my life. I'm here to make mistakes. Let's make those mistakes. Let's figure out what this is. Let's not take life serious, and let's not take time for granted, because time is luck. That's what I'm hearing. I'm really hearing like time is luck. Let's just do it. Let's let's just do it. Like, why is she saying that? Like, why is she like, again, you're irresistible because you pose like you could be a model, you could be like a muse, like a literal like art student, you could be going to school for fashion, you could meet your next boyfriend or lover at the subway. I'm hearing you could be walking out of the subway and someone just sees you, and they just have to like say something to you, and they're gonna tell you something, and it's not gonna seem like it's important, like, oh, what time is it? But this is a chance for you to like go out there if you haven't been dating, because there are gonna be people who are gonna like stop you in the middle of what you're doing just because they're interested in like getting to know you, and like going like a lot of people are just drought. Like this is like drought. I'm hearing this is, what is this? Like they have these repressed dreams, repressed lust. There's like a lot of like lust I'm getting. Like, okay, what? Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what I get? It's, yeah, exactly. It's like time is luck. Let's live life now. So you could have actually, this could be someone, what they found so irresistible about you is that like you are so forgiving. You're so forgiving to these people. They could have done you so wrong. And maybe like some of them you didn't forgive and some of them you didn't give a second chance to, but there are still some that are stealing your heart, and you know that, and you are not going to reject that. And these people are just so jealous of who you're loving, of who you're with. You know, even if this person's like, "Oh yeah, I could give it to you, give it to her better than him." That's what I'm hearing right now. I could give it to her better than him. I could give it to him better than her. They think that they've gotten the best. Wait until they have me again. I've leveled up. It's like these people are jealous and plotting on you sexually because they feel like they haven't had enough of you for some people. And I'm also getting like this, like, you are so warm. You're warm with your words, you're warm with the touch. So it's like there's some people who don't even want to touch you sexually. They just want to appreciate your presence. They just think you're so beautiful, and they think that everything you do is beautiful. And instead of exploring you sexually, they want to just like connect with you personally. They think you're so like attractive, personal. Like you have this like personal touch. It's like when you're getting a package shipped to you, and it's like getting shipped like one to 2 business days priority. It's like you're the priority. This person realizes that you're the priority. You're the person that they want to come back home to. You see, they absolutely want to come back home. It's like that fidelity, that empathy. It's like she goes outside of her house to pick the peaches for her peach cobbler pie, and she sees her husband, and she sees him, and she's just like, you know, have a good day at work. I'll see you when you get back. We can definitely F. And then, like, you know, when he's back, she's making that peach cobbler pie. She's making that peach cobbler. And he's just like chilling, reading the newspaper. But he's not paying attention to that newspaper. He's paying attention to that backside. Like, he's like, look, I'm about to tap that before dinner. Like, and that's the truth. Like, they're ready to like go before dinner, before lunch, before breakfast. Like, they're ready. And that's what makes you so irresistible, you know? You are kind of like a player, but not really a player, because I'm seeing like you're so loyal that it just looks like you're a player. Okay? So again, a lot of people, oh my gosh, this is just really like, yeah, you're over for pound number 6. What makes you so irresistible is that you have really embraced everything that you went through. Okay? All of your downfalls and opportunities and sexual immoralities, like whatever that is, you love yourself for your stretch marks. You love yourself through thick and thin, through everything. And you know you've been through a lot of dark places, and they think that's so sexy. They think that's so attractive, and that's where you get your superpower. Because now that you're enlightened, you know, we have 3 people in here. We have 3 likes, so that's 33. I'm definitely getting that. Now you're enlightened. You're moving on to like higher vibrations. And it's just gonna introduce you to a lot more lovers. Like, I'm definitely getting like, if you haven't had any lovers recently, you're gonna have a lot of lovers, a lot of people who want to connect with this nurturing energy. You know, that whole peach cobbler thing, that's real. Somebody's gonna definitely want a peach cobbler by you. So this has been your reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give a thumbs up, and peace. Bye.